What's up? What's up? What's up? It's me back doing another video. It's been a year, but last year was a rough time for me. Pretty much the whole year. I just experienced so much. It was a storm that I never thought I would get through because it just seemed like stuff was hitting me back to back to back to back. And it knocked me down for a while, but I kept pushing. Um, and I just like to say, like, when you walking in your purpose, it's like that's when the devil will come in the most. Like, and it seems like he tried everything last year to throw me off. Um, but it's just like God once again used that to get me to realize a lot. And it's pretty long, to the different things I went through, but I'm gonna just start off by talking about the first issue that I dealt with last year. So um I wrote three books that it was a part of my healing and dealing with pain and trauma and all that stuff. So I wrote three books that I published about in 2020. My first book was Built from the Fire. My second book was Walking Through the Fire, and my third book was Saved by the Fire. And it pretty much just described all the different types of abuse and things that I went through. And the main thing that I really described was that affected me the most was dealing with sexual abuse from my father. Um, so let me just say this. When I first wrote these books, like I said, the books came easy because, um, but as I was writing the books, it's like God was working with me at the same time because it was like a part of my healing, a part of my letting go. And I didn't realize how much pain and trauma I actually went through until I had to actually like sit down and actually relive everything. Um, and what actually made me start writing the books is because um, I had been trying to go to counseling and stuff when I was younger, but it's just like every counselor I went to, I had to go to counseling with my abuser. And a lot of counselors, they were trying to tell you what you should do and tell you how you should react because he's telling them one thing, but I'm silent, so all they're really seeing is my reaction to him, trying to tell me something. Like, it was so much anger, and they don't know what's going on, but it's just like a lot of counselors, they're no good. So that made me kind of like not want to deal with counselors at all from having bad experiences with counselors. And the fact, like, growing up in the black community, it seemed like it's like they don't want you to go to counseling. You don't need counseling. All you need to do is go to church and pray about it. You know, um, so like I said, I had started my healing. I was like, I need to go talk to somebody. So I found a counselor, and you know, when I first met this counselor, it's like my spirit said she's the one. Like, it was just like she made me feel comfortable. And we had like 3 sessions, and when she knew that it was like something difficult for me, she didn't try to push me to talk about it. She tried to ease into it, but if she felt like it was just too much, she would just back off. So, we had 3 sessions, and the more I got, each session that I went, I got more comfortable with her, so I started expressing stuff. So I felt like, it was somebody I could trust, like she didn't give me that kind of vibe. She never judged me. She just helped me to realize, like, I did go through a lot of pain and trauma, and I was so quiet because it's like when you go through so much pain and trauma, you don't have time to feel. It's like the only thing I was trying to do in the midst of everything that I was going through was survive. That's it. That was my main motive, to survive. I didn't have any time to really feel, what was going on with me. I knew it was wrong. And I held a lot of hate and, just a lot because I was carrying so much. And, I explained to her everything. And within that third session, it was just like she just helped me to realize a lot. And she understood, like, I told her that, I forgave him for the things he did. I said, but stuff still bothers me. I said, I still have triggers. And that's what I want to try to, like, figure out, because I get triggers from different men. I get triggers for how people talk to me. I just have a lot of triggers, especially from dealing with the sexual abuse and just all, like, the verbal abuse that comes with it, the manipulation and all this type of stuff. And then, having to deal with, family that say they don't agree with things that he do, but you still enable him. So you're pretty much agreeing. So she told me to do like an exercise or whatever to kind of, like, when I feel those triggers, to kind of get my mind off of the triggers that I was having. So one day I was just writing, trying to do different things because I got triggered real bad. And it's like God just spoke to me and just said, Katrina, these are books. Your story is books. And when I tell y'all, it took me no time to write the books. It's like everything flowed, and the organization of how the books were going to go, the titles from the books came to me instantly. That was just no issue writing the books. It was just all the other stuff, as a self-publishing author, all that stuff was hard. So, like I said, my books were like, I guess, God's closing chapter for me. Like, you're healing from this stuff, and you're going to share this with other people because your story can help other people. And that's my plan, that's my purpose, and that's how all the books came about. So when I wrote these books, I was battling and talking to God at the same time, battling about putting my story out there because don't want to be judged. Because a lot of people, they want to hear your story, but they just want to know, oh, this happened to her. Like gossip or whatever. So, I was worried about putting my story out there and, having the world know what happened to me and, what I experienced. I battled with that. And then I knew because of the small town that I lived in, it was somehow going to get back to him. So, God just, told me, don't worry about it, write it. So, like I said, fast forward, I wrote the books, had them published. Now, my books had already been out for a year. And the day came where he found out about the books. I'm not sure how he found out about them, but I'm sure it was my family. So he found out about the books, and it was it was New Year's 2021. So I'm pretty familiar with people that come to my house. They got a specific knock, or they'll call before they come or whatever. So this day, it was crazy because I had been up all night on fire with different ideas of doing different stuff and things like that. So I had just took a nap and just like woke back up, So I keep getting a knock at my door, and I'm like, I look through the peephole and then I see nobody. So I'm like, I don't know who that is. I ain't open the door because I don't open the door for everybody anyway. So I sat back down, and then it's just like something just kept like something in my spirit was already like, I don't know, my spirit was just telling me something was off, but I couldn't put my finger on it. So I looked again, knocked, didn't see anybody. So the third time, got the knock, and then like when I'm looking through the peephole to try to see and peeping up, kind of peeping through the blind out the corner of my eye, I look back, and behind my apartment is windows, and like my blind wasn't all the way open, but it was kind of open. And when I looked, I seen my father peeking through the, like, he started banging on the window at first, and then he started like trying to look through the window. So then I seen him, and he seen me, and then I see him walk back through the breezeway. So then I'm just like, I'm definitely not opening the door, because like I said, my issues with my father, like I don't have any dealings with him. You could forgive somebody, but that doesn't mean that you have to allow them back in your space, especially with somebody like that. You just can't. So I go back to minding my business, and then I just hear something slip through my window. I mean, not my window, my door. So he slipped a note through my door, and so I looked at the note, and the note read, I don't have it right in front of me, but the note read, I heard about some books where you wrote some BS, Katrina. I'm gonna kill you, beat you until you're dead. And I had to look at it again to make sure I was reading what I read right. And instantly, I got enraged. I got so angry. Like, you just can't stop bothering me. You can't stop bothering. I'm not just saying, like, now you're getting to the point where you want to actually do that to me, because I told something that exposed who you really are, and not the person that you're trying to portray to everybody. And like, this hasn't been the only issue, like, since I like stop dealing with him. Like, I still had issues where he would come to my job looking for me, asking me when's my work schedule. He would come to my house, and I wouldn't open the door, and then he would talk to family members and try to get them to get me to talk to him, or tell them how I didn't open the door for him. And not only did he come here in like the daytime, but he was coming 11, 12 o'clock at night. Why are you coming to my house? Why are you leaving me cards and letters of apologies and all this other stuff? Why? You know what you did. And that's what bothers me the most is just him not leaving me alone. So I got enraged. So I said, well, let me try to do the right thing, to protect myself, just in case. I let them know what he came here to do, and if I have to do what I have to do, then. But I tried to go about it the right way, but I got enraged, and that's what I want you guys to stick with, to follow me with this stuff. So I got enraged to the point that I was ready to throw everything that I worked hard for, try to walk in my purpose for. I got so angry. So like I said, I went to court and, I had to file a police report and get an order of protection and all that stuff. But let me just say something about the whole order of protection ordeal. I don't feel like when you're in domestic situations, they're there to protect you. Because it's more so they don't want to do anything until something happens. And it's really sad the way that they treat you, the way that they talk to you. It's just that was already added to what I was already feeling, because it's just like, is something wrong with y'all eyes? And then, like, another thing is just like when you have to go back and forth to court. That's draining. You go to court, you got to keep explaining the same ordeal over and over. Not only do you have to explain to judges, you have to go back to court with the same person that that you're in the domestic dispute with. So each time, that's just like adding more stress on you. Like, why am I coming back? And it's just like, why are we even in court together? And then it's just like you go to court, and then he had this when I was younger, he had like this it's almost like a manipulation tactic that he does. Like, he would see me and then start like whistling like a dog whistle or something. Like he wants to feel like he in control, and he wants you to get out of control. But I didn't lose my control. I wasn't bothered by it because I knew what he was doing. And it's just like walking with God and just him showing me things and stuff like that. He tried to put on this persona like he was so in control of everything. Head, shoulders up, chest all out. But I could see him crumpling. And just to see me just sitting there like, I can't let you feel like you getting to me. You did that too much in my life. And I'm not going to let you have that much control over my life. And then, like, we went to court, and then he sat up in front of those judges and said, I don't have a problem with a protection order. I don't want to see another day in my life as long as I'm black and I'm breathing. That's funny, because why did you even come to my house? Why are you bothering me? So it's just like, it took a while for me to like see what God was showing me with this situation, especially with the anger, because I shouldn't have been that much enraged. And looking back at it, the whole situation was basically used for my spiritual growth. I forgave him, but that much anger shouldn't have been there. And I think it's so much anger because it's like, I'm not bothering you, but why are you bothering me? If you don't want to see me another day in your life, why, as long as you're black and breathing, why are you coming to my house unannounced? Why are you calling people and telling them to call me to ask me why I don't want to talk to him? Why are you getting strangers that know nothing about our situation to tell me that I need to move on and forgive because that's just your dad. What does that mean? I don't care what nobody say. I'm not going to be around anybody in my life like that. I'm not going to be around with nobody that abuse me in every kind of way. I'm not going to deal with family that enables him and then say that they don't agree with him, but you enable him. So you pretty much turning a blind eye to whatever he do. And that's why he walk around today like he's untouchable. But you know what? Like I said, that situation was used for me to grow spiritually, because the anger shouldn't have been there. You know, and God was already... I didn't pass the test at first. I didn't pass the test because God was already letting me know I was already protected. It's nothing. He can't hurt me. Now God also give you a brain too, but it's like he felt like the thing with him is that when he feels like you're in a vulnerable position where he could be on top, that's when he want to try to swoop in. And at the time, I was already dealing with some health issues and all that stuff like that, which my family let him know. So he felt like, yeah, I could get to her. But even when you go through situations like that, where somebody's actually coming to attack you or whatever, look at it from the spiritual aspect as to what God's trying to show you in the situation. Like, I dealt with tests dealing with my father, and I passed most of them, but that anger was something that I didn't realize that I wasn't fully over. So God just pretty much showed me, like, I won this battle for you. But I want you to be able to control your emotions. Even when somebody does something that, they come to you to attack you or disrespect you or, anything. Don't get out of character, and stuff like that. It's not that you can't get angry. God doesn't want you to get angry. It's what you do with it. And with my anger, I was prepared to lose it all. And if I had to end up in jail for it, I was prepared to do that. See, that's not the way God wants me to operate. Especially walking with Him. It's a way to do things. And a lot of the time, sometimes, like, God, I don't have the strength to control a lot. But that's when you need to go to Him and ask Him to help you. Because He has the power to control a lot. And He can help you. All you have to do is just talk to Him. And I'm still learning. I'm still I'm getting there. But I also realized it was a test to try to throw me off my purpose. But it's always, whenever the devil tries to come in to use something for your destruction, God always has a way to flip it around. And use it to show His glory. It's still, some growth that I have to do with that, but I see the bigger picture. Especially from the spiritual aspect. I don't know if I was all over the place or what, but that's what I just want to leave you with. Even when somebody disrespects you or anything, they come at you, try not to get so angry about the situation. You can get angry, but it's just what you do with it, you know. um that's all I want to say. I kind of lost it. I don't know if I was all over the place. It's been a while since I did a video, but I hope that you know, if this helps somebody, it helps them. But you know, I guess my next video will be talking about how anger can hurt you physically, and it can cause your body to go through so many things that can lead to different types of illness to be open into your body, you know. So that's it. Until next time, y'all take care.